Chuck has some very tough math that's building against the Braves. At least, though, now they can do something about it.
Yeah, there are currently, including the Braves, there are officially 8 managerial jobs open.
Are there really?
Only 30 teams.
8 jobs.
And this is a little screwy because, like, one of them, Washington, they haven't, like, well, all right, we're going to interview the interim, but he's probably not going to get the job, so you don't know for sure. So there's 8 right now. There might be more. Man, I think there's a chance Aaron Boone manages his way into unemployment in the next couple of days.
It's been the rumor for a couple of years, and he might be there again.
So that could be 9. I imagined that if a rumored candidate really is the first choice of the Braves, whether that's Travis d'Arnaud, DeRosa, David Ross, if any of those are the actual name, I would imagine there would be an inside track. It's the Braves, to me, is the best job to take of all of these so far.
Agreed.
There could be more opening. The Braves would be the best one to take, but also the personal connection with those guys. But I don't know that. This was starting to build against the Braves because I don't know that you would have lost necessarily Mark DeRosa to anybody. I don't know if he wants to manage. I don't think he wants to go manage the Rockies, for instance. Like, I don't think he's leaving his life to go manage the Rockies. So it might be a case of where it's the Braves or no one. He continues on TV. But the math was starting to build. Even you said, you're like, wait a minute, there's that many? There are, and if you rank them, the Giants may be second. Baltimore, depending on what you think of their young talent. I like Washington's young talent, but I know that they've still got to build ahead. The Angels need a manager. Like, the list goes on. There's a lot of teams. The Braves looks to be the best.
Let's follow up on something you just tripped on. Let's say the Yankees move on from Aaron Boone. So now you have the Yankees open and the Braves open. These are 2 incredibly successful organizations, but they come with 2 incredibly different sets of stress. I'll use David Ross as one of the better candidates out there. Let's say David Ross is wanted by the Braves or Yankees. Who would David Ross choose? He has ties to the Braves. He had success to some degree with the Cubs. Being the Yankee manager, that has some cachet to it. But it also comes with a stress that it wears on you, and it's taxing. That in August, the media scrum for a game against the Orioles is 10 times more than what you get in the Braves postseason here with the media and the attention and the scrutiny. Some have handled it, some haven't. Do you remember Willie Randolph, the former Met man? Yeah. So the former Met manager didn't handle the scrutiny very well. It was a lot. It was a lot of attention. It was a lot of answering questions, a lot of second guessing. They will get into the minutia the way we don't here. If you've ever heard a Snit postgame presser, very rarely will Snit get pressed on that decision in the 3rd inning. Whereas in New York, it's the Post, it's the Daily News, it's the TV guys, it's the radio, it's the 7 podcast, and you're going to be like, why are you all second-guessing me? The Brave job is every bit as good as the Yankees when it comes to personnel. It's better for the reasons you don't have to deal with the stress.
Fall of 2005, I was in New York doing the, Stump the Schwab. And so the morning after...
Chuck used to be the Schwab, by the way.
Yeah, it was. It was section.
That was congrats. It was a big move for you.
The morning after, I'm going to the airport at like 4 in the morning. I had to get the cab. There was live sports talk with callers discussing the Yankees game from the night before.
Yeah, our buddy Salicata did overnight.
At 4 a.m., They were talking about, should he have pinch hit in the 7th? What was he thinking? And I was like, this is at 4 a.m., and they're getting calls on this. It's a different media center. It really is up there.
Top to bottom. So when it comes to if that opens, it's a good point that it might. If you succeed in New York, it is true. Like you become like Joe Torre. Think of the way Joe is now revered. He went from a clown with the Mets. The day that Joe got hired by the Yankees, people were like, you hired this failure from the Mets? Now he's revered as one of the greats of all time in New York. Even if you win in Atlanta, you're revered locally. It's a different kind of scenario. So we'll see if that one does open and where the Braves go from here.